Hello and welcome to another Grump's Rehab facility. I forgot the name because this is the third video that I'm making, like one after another, and hence the t-shirts. It's still the same. Oh my god, I have all the fucking hairs from my dog because I cured the dog in the last video. Don't watch it, it's trash. This one is probably gonna be better, but yeah. Let me just roll the intro and let's talk about theaters of war, because that's a hot topic right now.
Hello, my name is Grumpy.
Alright, so first off, before we start, guys, I don't know what to say. I made a community post and you guys are amazing. I love you, and that's it. Like 4,000 subscribers in under a year. I did work my ass off and I will work my ass off, but still it's fucking amazing, and I'm still I'm humbled, and yeah, I love you guys. There's nothing else to tell you, because you guys are such a sweet fucking community, and you're thoughtful, you're nice towards each other mostly. Some people are not, and then they unsubscribe, and that's it. And yeah, I don't know, you're kind, your words are fucking kind, and yeah. So I'm grateful. I'm really fucking grateful, and that's everything I have to say. But let's talk about Star Citizen, because this is why you are here. Yeah, so there was a lot of drama on the Spectrum. Go fucking wonder, drama on Spectrum, that never fucking happens. So, yeah, the drama was because of Tower of Power? No, that's a band. Because Theaters of War. And a guy named Bucky Tin, I'm gonna show you all that, has asked, what's happening with that, and then they have closed the topic. But for you guys that do not know what Theater of War is, let me show you what it is.
So Theaters of War, this is the new objective-based game mode, and it's within Star Marine where the key focus is combined arms. We're putting everything together, and this mode really combines all the work we put into Star Marine, Arena Commander, Squadron, PU into one cohesive battle on foot, in vehicles, in the air, all working together to accomplish some common objective or to stop some common objective from being taken. And the idea is that this happens in some sort of historical Star Citizen setting, a story from our lore.
So basically, it's like a mixture of PlanetSide 2 with Battlefield and maybe Squad and Arma and all that. So yeah, it's a combined warfare kind of a thing. And yeah, it was supposed to be done by now. They announced it. They said that they were really close to releasing it, because everything was in order. They just needed a few more things to fix, and then they would release it, and then they will fix the netcode and all of that, because that will be the priority, because it the Theaters of War got released. There's gonna be a link down in the comment section. I'm gonna pin the comment to the video, to the a Q&A type of a thing, video from two years ago, where they said that they were really close. And let me just roll what they said back then.
Next question, it's the obvious one, we knew it was coming. Where are we in development now? The mode was playable at CitizenCon, but we don't have any clear information on a specific release. Not 3.9 is what we're talking. It's not currently on the roadmap.
Yeah.
What can you tell us?
So, what I said at CitizenCon, it still stands true, right? I wanted to get it in the first half of this year. I want to get it in the hands of the backers for testing. That's the whole thing. We're very much on track for this. We're not behind at all, because again, we're not coming up with a whole ton of new stuff. We're putting a lot of structure around it. There's a couple of features here and there, things that are really specific to the game mode, again, mobile spawn points and unlockable spawns and objective and destroy spawns and these things. But they're relatively isolated. They aren't huge system things. They're very, very much game mode things. So I want to get it into the backers' hands in the first half of this year, because again, we want the feedback, because what we're doing right now is we're working off of all the feedback from CitizenCon already.
So as you saw, they said that it's pretty close to being done, and it's still not here. And the question is why? And a bunch of people have asked that question, and then over a period of 2 years there were a bunch of those questions, and like when questions which like CAG doesn't really like, and they're gonna like slap you because of that. But this time they got really pissed off, and we still don't have an answer. But so what happened was there was another development team based out of Canada, I think, I'm not sure, and they were called Firesprite, and they were doing Theaters of War. And then they got sold to Sony. I think it was Sony. I'm not sure. Don't like take this with a pinch of salt, because I'm not really sure, and I don't really care to fucking research it. They were sold to a company. That's what you need to know. But after them being sold to maybe Sony, maybe not, like the game mode Theaters of War was transferred to a vehicle content team, and yeah. After that, we didn't hear anything about it. Like prior to that, we didn't hear anything about Theaters of War, and afterwards, of course, we didn't hear anything. So afterwards, there was a Spectrum post. This happened like 2 days ago, and my camera is in a really convenient spot, so you can't really see my messages because of some people that are gonna abuse that. And yeah, like the question was, apparently the subject of Theaters of War has become a taboo subject around here. I wish I could say I didn't know why, but the answer seems obvious. I just wish that we can hear it from the dev's mouth directly on what the status is. And there was a discussion, and like as always, CAG does not reply to the question. Instead, they just close the topic and they say that everything is in order, but it's not. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry about that. There we go. Now I realize that you cannot see the main comment, but it doesn't matter. I read it out to you, so yeah, just trust me. That's basically what the guy said. But this is really important to me. I really don't want some people to see my private messages because they are private. While there isn't any news to share, that's what CAG replied with. The topic itself wasn't the issue with either thread, and of course, you're free to discuss Theaters of War anytime. However, disingenuous narrative and unfounded claims towards our staff are something we'd rather not see here. And neither is discussing and negatively hinting at moderation actions, which were the reason for the previous and this thread's closure. I don't know what happened previously because I can't find it on Spectrum, but probably some people asked the same question, and some people responded, and they waited for CAG, and there was a discussion, and people were attacking CAG for not doing anything. Because as players, that's what we can see. Like, we can only see what you give us, CAG, and that's it. And that's completely fucking understandable. And if you're doing a public job, such as game development, you should get used to it. I know that Spectrum is like your forum, and you want to moderate it the way you want to, but like seriously, CAG, okay, I gotta switch the camera. Seriously, CAG, like you gotta understand that a lot of people are pissed off, and they have a good reason for that. You announced Theaters of War like a few years ago, and it's still not here. The things that you have released are tier 0 implementations. Whatever you do, like the search bar, Jesus Christ, the search bar in the new kiosks, like you click on it and the mouse just gets stuck. And like, how do you not expect people to get pissed off? Because yeah, that's just a natural reaction to your actions. So anyway, he said, as mentioned in the roadmap update from April 22nd, we have transitioned work on Arena Commander, Star Marine, and Theaters of War from Firesprite to internal vehicle tech team. I think I said vehicle content team. It doesn't matter, same thing. To me, as a player, same thing. The team is now named Arena Commander Feature Team, and they're listed on the progress tracker, so you can follow along on what they're currently working on. And yeah, let's see what they are working on. So we are on the progress tracker, and this is called Arena Commander Feature Team. When you type in Arena Commander Feature Team, you can see that they are working actually on a bunch of stuff. But let's see exactly on what kinds of things are they working on. Boat movement parameters, that should be finished. That's probably finished. Okay, bug fixing and tech depth. Okay, whatever. Restore ship state checkpoint. Event system one-shot triggers. That is yeah, that's finished. FPS radar and scanning. Life support tier 0. Migrating latency vehicle XMLs to data core. MISC Hull C. Miscellaneous support. Persistent streaming and server meshing, they're gonna start working on that on October. Even though, like, why the fuck are they working? I mean, everything is intertwined there, so they need to work on that too. Squadron 42 vehicle support, vehicle door improvements, and vehicle-to-vehicle loadout spawning. So, Theaters of War, Crossroads of Crime, it was due to be done Q4 of 2021. Theaters of War, miscellaneous support, yeah, so that's it. Like, we have nothing, and that's why people are asking the questions that they're asking, because yeah, they need answers to those questions. So here's the thing, CAG should not be mad at people being pissed off at them, because it is CAG's fault for not having Theaters of War, for announcing, why does this shit look that fucking dirty, but it's not. It's actually not that fucking dirty. Anyway, it is their fault for not giving us what they fucking promised. And people have pledged, and people have supported the game because of all of the promises. But from time to time, they tend to break a bunch of promises. And most of the times, they just don't deliver upon what they promised. Or they say that they need more time. Okay, if you need more time, tell us that you need more time. If you have given up on those, on like Theaters of War, tell us that you have given up on that whole concept. And I think that most of us would understand that you have given up on that, because there's no fucking reason in having Theaters of War at all. So first off, what is Theaters of War? It is like combined arms. It is FPS plus ships plus ground vehicles and all that. It's like capturing points or whatever. It's basically Battlefield or Squad or whatever kind of a game there is like that. And what else do we have in the game that's like that? The fucking persistent universe. Why not just concentrate on persistent universe? Because that's the thing that we're mainly gonna play. People are not really playing Arena Commander. Out of like 2 million of us, maybe 10,000 of us are actually hanging out in the Arena Commander. Maybe up to 15,000, but not more than that. Who the fuck is playing Star, whatever, Commander, the other thing, the Star Marine, there we go. Nobody's playing that because it's dog shit. And then you want, or you need, another game mode that's gonna combine those two things while you still have the fucking persistent universe. First off, from what I've heard from like people, they have tried the Theaters of War during Evocati and all of that shit, they weren't happy with it. And yeah, if it's not working, it's not working, and that's fine. Like, it's not the first time that you, like CAG, that you guys realize that something is not working and then you gotta change it. Like iCache, it's suddenly gonna be a persistent entity streaming. That's fine. That is fine. Completely fine. But tell us. I mean, if you keep on doing that, it's not gonna be fine. We're gonna ask some like hard questions of like, do you really know what you're doing? But let's presume that you know, and it's fine if you give up. If you've given up, tell us. And that's cool. And it's cool because you can actually put more people to work on the PU. And no, you're actually gonna put them on the fucking Squadron 42, but whatever. You get the point. If you have more people working on the PU could look like the Jumptown mission. It is basically combined arms warfare. it is basically what Theaters of War was supposed to be. Of course, Theaters of War was supposed to be much more than that. It was supposed to have like javelin missions, and then you fight inside a javelin, and then you bring the javelin down to the planet, and then you fight on the planet and all of that. But like, that's all wishful thinking, and all of that could be done in the PU if you just like stopped working on Theaters of War and concentrated on PU, because that's the main game. We all want to play PU. What if Theaters of War was that fucking good and that fucking successful that nobody would play the PU? Like, do you catch my drift? But one thing that I must say that I do not understand is if you have given up on Theaters of War, why is there no more content in the PU? Because those guys could have been doing something else for the PU. Like, why don't we have more game loops? Why don't we have salvage already? Why don't we have other things? Okay, that team was supposed to be doing something else, but like, there's more people that you can use to make something else. Were you really ramming that fucking wall in front of you and not seeing that there's a wall and saying, yeah, we're gonna fucking make it, but you can't make it, and you can't make it to be playable or to be any good, and then you're like, okay, well, we're gonna make it in like a month or two, we're gonna figure it out, and then you just hit a wall like over and over and over with your head, and you don't realize that like it's not working out. Guys, it is not working out. Just give up on Theaters of War and give us fucking Persistent Universe, and give us things that you have promised for Persistent Universe. You can do the Theaters of War afterwards, after release of the game in like 20 years from now. Like, it's completely fine. We don't really need Theaters of War. Why would we need it when all of that can be implemented into the PU? Just do that, and it's gonna be easier. It's gonna be easier for you, it's gonna be more fun for us. Because like, if we wanna play with our orc, like Theaters of War, it's gonna be like limited. Because if we wanna do like a hardcore PvP mission like Jump Down or something like that, is there a better place for that than PU? Because there we can be with our orgs. There's gonna be a bunch of like other players, other orgs. You're not gonna be like team versus team. There's gonna be a bunch of different teams, and it's more exciting that way. You just need to like incentivize us to do that. You need to fix the game, you need to fix the desync, you also need to fix the server tick rate so we can have a better experience while we're doing that. And that's it. That's it. We do not need Theaters of War. Like, I don't even fucking know why you promised it. I never understood the whole thing around Theaters of War and why people actually want it. Probably because they actually want to play something that is finished. But guys, you don't understand that it's still gonna be the same experience like in the PU, but it's gonna be named something else, and that's it. So why not just concentrate on fucking PU, and that's it. I don't know, just give us more missions, give us more PvP missions, give us more different kinds of jump downs, give us like jump downs in space, give us a jump down inside an Idris or a javelin or whatever. Like, give us a capture a javelin mission or something like that. I don't know. That's my 2 cents on the whole thing. So that is it for today, guys. So yeah, leave a comment if you agree or disagree with me. I want to hear what you want to say about this, because I guess that some people are going to have a different opinion, and I want to hear your opinions on that. And yeah, thank you to all my patrons that are supporting the channel and that are supporting me not sleeping ever and making these kinds of videos. If you want to become a patron, if you want to support the channel, there's going to be a link down in the description of the video, and you can support me there. With that money, I buy ships and equipment for this channel, so I can give away ships, not the equipment, well, maybe at some point. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to bring a towel when you're traveling through space. And I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm gonna edit everything tomorrow because I'm really fucking tired.